you can just share your personal preaching application. How you all are preaching, if you all are preaching, neighbors, Bhakti Vriksha, Namhatta, please share. I want to know how you all are involved in preaching activities, directly or indirectly. Maybe you are serving some preacher, or maybe you are directly involved in preaching. Please share, and kindly please uh, put your videos on for the next couple of hours for the ones who are healthy, fit, fine. Because this is an online class, you are expected, you all know that for a couple of hours your video should be on. When your videos are on, then I'm assured that you all are not multitasking. And attendance also plays a lot of part in your total marking system. Yeah, so we were asking that, I was asking, like, please share how you all are involved in preaching directly, indirectly. Yes, Jai Mother Prabhu, Shalini Mataji, Shivani Mataji, Sadrita Mataji, how you all are involved in preaching directly, indirectly?
Uh,
Because you're getting so much input. Where's the output? Yes, pull on.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Sadar Pranam. Tried distributing two Gitas during after I started Bhakti Shastri, just by like sharing what I learned in the class or by reciting the shlokas. Very
Oh,
bare
very good. So you're
minimum.
distributing Bhagavad Gita. Very nice. Very nice. That's a direct preaching. Very good. Yes, Jai Mother Prabhu, Abhishek Prabhu. Yes, Shivani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. First of all, sorry, I'm keeping my videos off because I'm not well and my throat is also very means बहुत ज़्यादा दर्द हो रहा है बोलने में. So
Okay.
regarding preaching, what I do is I distribute
Can
prasadam.
your
My family
network be
members.
improved? Can your network and sound quality be improved?
Okay, Prabhu, wait, let me log out.
Okay. Yes. Vishnu Prabhu, Pratima Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु अभी मैं कर रही हूँ जस्ट 2 मिनट
Okay.
क्योंकि मैं ना सब्जी लेने थोड़ा
No,
बाहर
no,
आई
no,
थी
no.
मैं
I'm
अभी
asking.
अंदर जा ही
Okay.
रही हूँ हाँ मैं अभी दो
Shivani
मिनट में
Mataji. Yes. Carry on, Shivani Mataji. So my question is, how you all are directly into preaching, directly or indirectly, how you all are serving the community, how you all are serving your Guru Maharaj, how you are serving the mission of Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, Sadrita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, am I properly audible?
Ah, very much.
Okay. So currently, I am doing. There is a Sunday Gita crash course that is going on. Amit Krishna Prabhuji is doing that. So I am hosting there, and also supporting that. And sometimes I also make couts when required. There is a Srila Prabhupada ji's Prabhupada Lilamrit class. I make out for that. I share the screen.
Very
And
good.
previously there was a Bhagavad Gita series in ISKCON Kolkata. So that
Okay.
was I was directly serving there as a voice artist, and there
Easy
were
Gita.
two more
Easy
matajis
Gita.
with me.
Was that Easy
Uh,
Gita?
no, not easy Gita. Uh, that Bhagavad Gita shlokas that was coming every day, which is now completed. Videos,
Okay.
social media service
Okay, so
in
you were giving the
YouTube.
voice behind those
Yeah,
shlokas.
I was there, and Rishika Mataji, one more Swastika Mataji was there,
Okay.
and two more Matajis were there. Then I was also editing videos for them as well. And there was in Rath Yatra, there was a movie, so I edited the full movie.
Very good. Very nice. Very
So
nice.
yes, by these are the things, and
Very
also
nice.
I participate in book distribution.
Very nice. So, Ankita Mataji, we are discussing how you all are contributing presently, directly or indirectly, into the preaching movement of Srila Prabhupada. So, you can share your services you all have done, Shubhankar Prabhu, or the sevas, the preaching sevas you're already doing, Jai Mother Prabhu. Yes, who else wants to share?
हरे कृष्ण बोल प्रणाम
Dhanavad.
तो
Sound network quality very poor. Sound network quality you have to improve. You'll have to find in your house which place has good network. sit in that place. And sound quality should be good, because see, in online what matters is sound should be excellent quality. Rest तो कुछ है नहीं. Most unimportantly, prasadam to hai nahi. So everything is this only. This is our prasadam. Harikatha, devotees association. This is the only thing we relish. So at least this particular aspect should be very good. Sound quality should be excellent. Video quality should be excellent. Devotee should be positioned very nicely in a passport size photo kind of thing. This should look like a offline class, not like an online class. It should look like an offline class. We are not only taking association, don't forget, we are also giving association. You cannot just think that you will just take association and just stay silent. No, that is hypocrisy. You have to also give your association. We all devotees, we need association. That is one of the objectives of doing Shastric study together. Otherwise, we could have done this alone. Otherwise, there could have been no points for attendance. So, it's very important that you sit in a nice place. There should be a proper place for study, proper study table. Just like we had for our materialistic study, we had proper chair table and all. I see a lot of devotees, they lay on the bed, and that's why perhaps they keep their videos off. But it's very inauspicious to lay on bed while doing a Shastric study. I'm telling you 100%. Most of devotees, they lay on bed and they take Bhagavad Gita, and that's very unfortunate. So there should be a proper place. As I said, punctuality shows enthusiasm. Also, we are very happy to see when some devotees are very eager, enthusiastic about such classes. There should be proper light on your opposite direction. Otherwise, you will look like a dark bhoot, black color bhoot, and nobody. We appreciate proper appearance of devotees. I mean, appearance in the sense that at least they should be properly presentable, properly present their videos. Please carry on, Shubhankar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So I do Bhakti preaching seva.
Network কেটে আসছে. Network কেটে যাচ্ছে. Can't hear. Pratima Mataji. As far as I know about Shubhankar Prabhu, in their house since many years, Bhakti Vriksha is taking place. His mother and father both are initiated devotees, and they have been preaching in Bhobazar area in their house since many years. Bhakti Vriksha preaching is going on. Many years, I think more than 20 years. Very, very old devotees, mother, father. Very nice. Yes, Pratima Mataji, carry on.
Hare Krishna, Sadhar Pranam Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada movement, we are all here for that only, because we want to join.
No, you tell about yourself. We know all that. You tell how you are contributing. To the point.
Yeah, that's right. But before also I told through my kirtan, I can
what you can
more
on,
and more.
How you are contributing, how you have contributed to the movement. If you have, please share.
हाँ, प्रभु हम कीर्तन के थ्रू बहुत सारे लोगों को जोड़ सकते हैं इस मूवमेंट में, और ज्यादा से ज्यादा हम पहुंच सकते हैं क्योंकि कीर्तन इज अ साउंड वाइब्रेशन. सो
that we all know. I am asking what you have done. Say that to the point. कर सकते हैं, ये भी कर सकते हैं, वो भी कर सकते हैं, वो तो हमको मालूम है, सबको मालूम है वो सब. We just want to know how you all have already served the community.
वो हम लोग की मतलब जब कीर्तन करेंगे तो बहुत सारे लोगों को उसमें जोड़ेंगे, और थ्रू कीर्तन जब पीपल आएंगे तो फिर फंड रेज भी होगा, जिससे हमारे मंदिर में बहुत सारे सेवा के लिए उपलब्ध हो जाएगा, वो फंड रेज भी हो जाएगा, और हमारा एक बड़ा टीम हो सकता है.
ओके, और क्या क्या हो सकता है हम सुनेंगे बाद में. वेरी नाइस, फ्यूचर प्लानिंग. ओके, मनीधर प्रभु.
वो प्रीचिंग
हाँ प्रभु जी, दुर्भाग्यवश मैं अभी तो जुड़ नहीं पा रहा हूँ सेवा में, लेकिन मैंने पहले ISKCON से और हमारे शिक्षा गुरु प्रभु से आपसे ज्ञान प्राप्त करके मैंने 2 भक्ति वृक्ष 3 भक्ति वृक्ष चलाए हैं.
yes.
एक भक्ति वृक्ष मैंने 3 भक्ति वृक्ष किया, जिसमें 2 भक्ति वृक्ष पूरी तरह से कंप्लीट हो गया था और 1 भक्ति वृक्ष मैंने किया था जहाँ पर 1-1.5 साल किए, और भगवान के आशीर्वाद से सभी भक्त ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा भक्त सब 16 माला जप कर रहे हैं और बहुत अच्छे से प्रभुपाद के इस आंदोलन में लगे हुए हैं और हर जगह सेवा करते हैं और बलदेव ग्रुप से जुड़े हुए हैं, और कईयों के 2-3 के तो ब्राह्मण दीक्षा तक हो गई है।
यस,
और बहुत सारी सेवाएं अभी और भी करनी है, लेकिन अभी तक फिलहाल जितना
नहीं वो
मैंने
सब
2.5
छोड़िए,
साल में
क्या करने वाला है वो सब ठीक है, बट ओके, वेरी नाइस। वी नो that yes, I know you since many years. Yes, बहुत जल्दी, I mean I think he's one of the devotees who started preaching after few months joining ISKCON, few months. Yes, প্রতিমা মাতাজি, প্রশ্নটা বুঝেছেন? ফিউচার প্ল্যান না, কি কি হলে ভালো, এটা হলে ভালো, ওটা হলে ভালো, সেটা আমরা
আচ্ছা,
জানি
হ্যাঁ
কি
হ্যাঁ
হলে ভালো।
ঠিক আছে, হ্যাঁ
এখানে
আমি এখন আরো
প্রশ্ন
ভালো
হচ্ছে
করে বুঝতে
কি
পারলাম
করেছেন,
কোয়েশ্চেনটা।
ডাইরেক্টলি ইনডাইরেক্টলি কিভাবে প্রচারে ইনভলভড, টু দ্য পয়েন্ট আনসার দিন, 1 2 3 এইভাবে আমি করেছি। আর যদি
প্রভু
না
এবার
কোনো প্রবলেম নেই,
হ্যাঁ
লালবাজার
আমরা
পাঠাবেন।
মানে আমি এখনো সেইভাবে মানে ডাইরেক্ট প্রিচিং এ যুক্ত নই, কিন্তু যখন আমরা বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউট করতে যাই বা এরকম কোনো আউটিং প্রোগ্রামে যাই, সেখানে যে মানে 1 to 1 প্রিচ এগুলো চলে, কিন্তু এগুলো সেগুলো মানে ওর মাধ্যমে চলতে থাকে, বা আমরা যখন কোনো কীর্তনে যাই তখনও সেখানে প্রিচিং হয়, যার মাধ্যমে অনেক ভক্ত জুড়ে গেছে। এবং আমিও চাই আমার একটা ভালো বেশ সুন্দর গ্রুপ হোক আমার, যাতে আমি
ও
যাদেরকে
আবার
নিয়ে
ফিউচার প্ল্যান, ওকে ঠিক আছে।
অ্যাকচুয়ালি যেহেতু আমি ডাইরেক্ট প্রিচিং এ নেই, সেজন্য আমি মানে হয় না সেভাবে বলতে পারি
ডাইরেক্ট
না,
না,
কিন্তু যদি
ইনডাইরেক্টলিও বলতে পারেন। অঙ্কিতা
যদি
মাতাজি,
ঠিক আছে
সময় খুব কম, সবাইকে একটু একটু চান্স দিই, বিকজ স্টার্টও করতে হবে না।
জি,
ইয়েস অঙ্কিতা
সাধু প্রণাম।
মাতাজি,
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে? হ্যাঁ, হরে কৃষ্ণ, সাদর প্রণাম প্রভুজি। আমি
নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম, সরি। ওকে, লাস্ট
নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেমের ট্রেনে আছি। 2023 ডিসেম্বর থেকে আমি রিন্টা গার্ডেন্সে সেবা করছি, 2023 ডিসেম্বর থেকে এখনো। হ্যাঁ, আমার বাড়িতেই এখন হয় ক্লাস 2 বছর। প্রথমে 1 বছর অন্য জায়গায় হতো, তারপরে আমার বাড়িতে হয় এভরি সানডে। মোটামুটি 30টা মতো বাচ্চা আসতো, এখন তারা বড় হয়ে গেছে, এখনো মোটামুটি 15-20টা বাচ্চা আসে। আর তাছাড়া বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করা, ডোর টু ডোর যাওয়া, বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশনের প্রত্যেকটা বাড়িতে বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করা, গ্রুপেও করা এবং তাছাড়াও প্রত্যেকটা বাড়িতে গিয়ে করা। এবং আমি যখনই সুযোগ পাই, যেখানেই যাই, আমার কোনো রিলেটিভের বাড়িতে বা বাড়িতে, মানে কোনো মানে এটাতে মানে হয়তো সেখানে তারা ডিভোটি নয়, কিন্তু আমি চেষ্টা করি প্রভুপাদের বই সেখানে নিয়ে যাওয়া এবং প্রিচিংয়ের মাধ্যমে তাদেরকে সেই বই যাতে তারা গ্রহণ করে। এইভাবেই আমি চেষ্টাটা করে যাচ্ছি। আগামী দিনে আমি চেষ্টা করবো যাতে আরো বেশি করে আমি প্রচার কার্যে অংশগ্রহণ করতে পারি। তার জন্যই আমি কোর্সটা করা।
Very nice. Yes, Shatarupa Mataji.
হরে কৃষ্ণ, প্রণাম প্রভু।
হরে কৃষ্ণ।
প্রভু, প্রশ্নটা ছিল যে কিভাবে আমরা কি মানে প্রিচিং এ আসতে পারি, এটা ছিল কি?
না, কিভাবে আপনি ডাইরেক্টলি বা ইনডাইরেক্টলি প্রচারে সেবা করছেন, নট কি করব আগে, এই করা উচিত ওই করা উচিত না, কি করছেন, টু দ্য পয়েন্ট।
হ্যাঁ প্রভু, আমি যেটা করি যে আমি রোজ মানে ঘরে ভোগ লাগিয়ে।
হরে কৃষ্ণ মাতাজি, আমার প্লিজ কোনো ভালো জায়গায় বসে ক্লাস করুন, নালে কি কথা বলে এটা মানে একদম মুড চলে যায়। অন্তত বললাম না, অনলাইনে ক্লাসে অন্তত সাউন্ডটা ঠিক হওয়া উচিত, বেশি কিছু তো চাইছি না। সাউন্ড আর প্রপারলি একটা জায়গায় ভদ্রভাবে বসে, আর অন্তত জায়গাটায় নেটওয়ার্ক ভালো হওয়া উচিত, নাহলে কি শুনবো। দিস ইজ দি অনলি মোড অফ কমিউনিকেশন উই হ্যাভ, ভয়েস, কারেক্ট, অ্যান্ড আওয়ার অফ কোর্স ভিডিওস। সো এই জিনিসটা সারেগামা ঠিক রাখতে হবে, নাহলে কিভাবে কথা বলবো? How will we communicate to each other if our voice is not audible, if our network is not proper? How will we talk to each other? At least that's why request to all of you all, identify a good place in your house where there is good network. জায়গায় ভালো নেটওয়ার্ক হয় না, at least by now অনলাইনে তো বুঝে গেছেন এই জায়গাটা ভালো নেটওয়ার্ক, এই জায়গাটা খারাপ নেটওয়ার্ক। যেখানে ভালো নেটওয়ার্ক ভালোভাবে বসুন, অপোজিটে একটা লাইট হওয়া উচিত, so that you don't look like a booth, and sound system should be good, clarity. If you're using a Bluetooth, there should be a good Bluetooth so that there is no breaking of noise. Okay, now let me start.
শ্রবণ করা যাচ্ছে? হরে কৃষ্ণ, শ্রবণ করা যাচ্ছে
আপাতত? হ্যাঁ,
তো আমি যেটা আমি যেটা যেভাবে করি সেটা হচ্ছে যে সকালে যখন মানে ভগবানের সেবা করি, বিশেষ করে আমি যখন ভগবানকে ভোগ লাগাই সেই ভোগটা আমি পাই। আর আমি চেষ্টা করি অন্তত আমার মানে যার একজনকেও অন্তত পাওয়াতে, সেইটা একটুখানি করি। সেইভাবে আর হচ্ছে যে যখন আমি গান করতে যাই তখন আমি আহ, উম, বা হয়তো সেই ডিভোটি ওইভাবে এখনো হয়ে উঠতে পারেনি, মানে ভগবানকে অতটা, কিন্তু আহ, তাকে মানে যে গানগুলো শেখাই অন্যদেরও যখন করাই আমি বেশি মানে ডিভোশনাল সং এর উপর বেশি জোর দিই, তখন ভগবানের কথা বলি এভাবে একটু একটু করে। তারপরে গার্জিয়ানদেরও একটু একটু করে এটা করি। আর যখন আমি তিলক পরে যাই বাইরে তখন অনেকে হরে কৃষ্ণ বলে, আবার অনেকে এসে জিজ্ঞাসা করে আপনি কি ইসকনের? প্রভু এইভাবেও করি আর কি। আর আর
ভেরি
এইভাবে
নাইস, ভেরি নাইস। একটা তো খুব ভালো পয়েন্ট বললেন যে আমি প্রত্যেকদিন প্রসাদ পাই, আবার একজন কি আই অলওয়েজ মেক আ পয়েন্ট দ্যাট আই সার্ভ সামবডি প্রসাদ। দ্যাটস ইউনিক, ভেরি নাইস। খুব ভালো লাগলো শুনে। রাজীব প্রভু,
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandavat.
ধন্যবাদ।
Prabhu, so like when I came from Bangalore to Kolkata in 2016, so that time only I came with a bead bag. So I have a very big joint family, around 15, 16 members are there. So I think leaving 17, 18 members. So leaving one or two people, now everybody has a bead bag.
জয় জয়,
And
হরি বল, বাহ, ভেরি নাইস।
in this Ratha Yatra, around 8 people they will be taking aspiring, and 2 people they will be taking initiation.
ফ্রম ইয়োর ফ্যামিলি,
So
ফ্রম ইয়োর জয়েন্ট ফ্যামিলি?
yeah,
ও মাই গুডনেস, হরি বল, ও টু গুড, ভেরি হ্যাপি টু হিয়ার, বাহ, অলৌকিক।
and then I try to like, because now I have very small 2 kids, so I don't get much time. But before, like earlier, I used to go out alone on book distribution. So I used to write those people's names, and then sometimes I would communicate with them that how they are liking or they're not liking. But I have stopped that because I don't get time. So
Very nice, হরি বল, very inspiring, হরি বল। থ্যাংক ইউ ফর অল শেয়ারিং। ইয়েস, শুভঙ্কর প্রভু, আরেকবার ট্রাই করুন, কিছু শোনা যায় যদি।
হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভু, শোনা যাচ্ছে?
আপাতত শোনা যাচ্ছে, আর একটু বলুন তাহলে বোঝা যাবে।
প্রভু, আমাদের বাড়িতে ভক্তি রিক্সা আমি এবং বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশনও করি, এবং তাদের যাদের বুক ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন করে তাদেরকে ভক্তি রিক্সা জয়েন করার চেষ্টা করি, এবং পার্সোনাল প্রিচিংও করি। হ্যাঁ, তার সাথে যখন গুরু মহারাজ আসে আমাদের কলকাতায়, আমি ওনার বহু সেবা চেষ্টা করি, বহু সেবা করার। এবং আমি ক্লাসে মৃদঙ্গ বাজাই এবং রাতে ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট বাজাই, সাহায্য করি।
ভেরি গুড, ভেরি নাইস, এক্সেলেন্ট। খুব ভাগ্যবান, এত অল্প বয়স থেকে এইভাবে এত সুন্দরভাবে জুড়ে আছেন। ভেরি নাইস। ওকে, so we'll continue from shloka number 13. Kindly unmute yourself and repeat after me. Geyam yat tat pravakshami
Giyam Jatta
Yam
Prabhakshyami
yad yat asnute
Yatyata Amritam Masnute
nadi mat param brahma
Anadivat Param Brahma
yasat tanna saduchyate. Yes, Shalini Mataji, I shall now explain.
I shall now explain the knowable, knowing which you will taste the eternal. Brahman, the spirit, beginless and subordinate to me, lies beyond the cause and effect of this material world. Perfect. প্রভু আপনি মিউটে আছেন।
Yeah, thank you. Lies beyond the cause and effect of this material world. Please go through the translation once. Take
I
15
shall now
No. Everybody take 15 seconds. Read on your own. It's very important when we read on our own, a lot of things already gets clarified. Take 15 seconds. Read everybody the translation slowly. Okay. If you read attentively, এমনি বুঝে যাবেন, বেশি কিছু করতে হবে না, কাজ, it will be very easy for me. I shall now explain the knowable, knowing which you will taste the eternal. Brahman, comma, the spirit, beginningless and subordinate to me. Me mane Krishna, because Krishna is speaking this. This is Krishna's shloka. Lies beyond the cause and effect of this material world. It is lies beyond, pare hai. Cause and effect is for this material world. Purport.
The Lord has explained the field of activities and the knower of the field. He has also explained the process of knowing the knower of the field of activities. Now he begins to explain the knowable, first the soul and then the supersoul. By knowledge of the knower, both the soul and the supersoul, one can relish the nectar of life. As explained in the second chapter, the living entity is eternal. This is also confirmed here. There is no specific date at which the Jiva was born, nor can anyone trace out the history of the Jivatma manifestation from the Supreme Lord. Therefore, it is beginningless. The Vedic literature confirms this. Na jayate mriyate va vipaschit. The knower of the body is never born and never dies, and he is full of knowledge.
Pause. So it is beginningless, just the way it is written in the translation. Beginningless and subordinate to me. Come to sloka number 14. Please repeat after me. Sarvata pani padam tat.
सर्वतः पानी
Sarvata pani padam tat.
Sarvata pani padam tat.
Sarvata pani padam tat.
Sarvatokshi siro mukham.
Sarvatokshi shiromukham.
Sarvata shruti malloke.
Sarvata shruti malloke.
Sarvamavritya tishtati.
Sarvamavritya tishtati.
Continue, Mataji. Rest, please unmute. Sorry, please mute rest. Everywhere.
Everywhere are his hands and legs, his eyes, heads and faces, and he has ears everywhere. In this way, the supersoul exists, pervading everything.
Please go through next 15 seconds, the translation. Supreme Lord is talking about super soul, Paramatma. In this way, the super soul exists, pervading everything. Pervading everything means he is all pervading, means sab jagah upasthit. For example, in every living entity, he is there as the super soul. Please read from the middle of the purport where it is written, the Supreme is different from the individual soul.
The Supreme is different from the individual soul. The Supreme Lord can extend his hand without limit. The individual soul cannot. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that if anyone offers him a flower or a fruit or a little water, he accepts it. If the Lord is a far distance away, how can he accept things? This is the omnipotence of the Lord. Even though he is situated in his own abode, far, far away from earth, he can extend his hand to accept what anyone offers. That is his potency. In Brahma Samhita, it is stated, Goloko eva nivasti
Goloka
akhilatma.
eva nivasakta kilatma bhuta.
Although he is always engaged in pastimes in his transcendental planet, he is all pervading. The individual soul cannot claim that he is all pervading. Therefore, this verse describes the Supreme Soul, the personality of Godhead, not the individual soul.
So the Lord is actually present everywhere because he can accept from anywhere. In there's a Jagannath Leela where one old lady was not allowed to enter the temple. She had brought a coconut, very famous Leela, and she wanted to offer it to Lord Jagannath. And Lord Jagannath extended his hand, and everybody could see Lord Jagannath's hand coming out like this, and it went outside the temple and took the coconut from her hand. Um, so similarly, we are offering bhoga here, and Lord actually is accepting from his Golok Vrindavan. He's accepting. He's extending his hand and he's accepting everything. In that sense, the Super Soul, the Paramatma, is present everywhere. Sloka number 15. सर्वेन्द्रिय गुणाभ्यासम बोलिए.
सर्वेन्द्रिय गुणाभ्यासम
सर्वेन्द्रिय विवर्जितम
सर्वेन्द्रिय विवर्जितम
असक्तम सर्वभृच्चैव
आसक्तं सर्वभृत्यैव
गुणभोक्तृति च.
निर्गुणो न भोक्तृति च.
Continue, Mataji.
The super soul is the original source of all senses, yet he is without senses. He is unattached, although he is the maintainer of all living beings. He transcends the modes of nature, and at the same time, he is the master of all modes of material nature.
So, he is without senses. Paramatma is just witnessing. He doesn't need senses because in our body, he is just a witness. He's just so. Please read the purport. The Supreme Lord.
The Supreme Lord, although the source of all the senses of the living entities, doesn't have material senses like they have. Actually, the individual souls have spiritual senses, but in conditioned life, they are covered with the material elements, and therefore the sense activities are exhibited through matter. The Supreme Lord's senses are not so covered. His senses are transcendental and are therefore called nirguna. Guna means the material mode, but his senses are without material covering. It should be understood that his senses are not exactly like ours. Although he is the source of all our sensory activities, he has his transcendental senses which are uncontaminated.
Yes,
This
that's
is
it. That's it. Any question till now regarding the senses of the Lord and our senses? So actually, our senses are also spiritual, but they have become contaminated. That's why they have become material senses. Sloka number 16. Bahirantascha bhutanam
बहिरन्तश्च भूतानाम्
acharam charameva cha
आचरं चरमेव च
sukshmatvat tat avidyeyam
सूक्ष्मत्वत् अव्ययम्
durastham chantike chatat.
दूरस्थान्तान्तिके च तत्.
Please continue.
The supreme truth exists outside and inside of all living beings, the moving and the non-moving.
Okay,
Because
once
he
the supreme truth, that is Supreme Lord, exists outside. So outside, he's in Golok Vrindavan and he's in the various planets of Vaikuntha, and also he is inside uh, as Paramatma because he is.
subtle, he is beyond the power of the material senses to see or to know. Although far, far away, he is also near to all.
So he's subtle. Subtle means we cannot see through our material eyes, just like air. Air is subtle. We can understand its presence, but we cannot see. So it's subtle. Purport. Purport, please come to this point. But one who has purified his mind.
But one who has purified his mind and senses by practicing Krishna consciousness in devotional service can see him constantly.
Pause, pause.
It,
So although he is subtle, a devotee, a sadhu, can see Krishna's hands everywhere. Prabhupada writes in purport. We can understand, we can feel Krishna's hands everywhere. भगवान का हाथ समझ में आता है कि अरे वाह, मेरे जस्ट लाइक यू नो हैंड्स ऑफ गॉड, माराडोना, hands of God. Very few know, I'm sure. Okay, so like one of the goals in World Cup, very deciding goal, it actually touched Maradona's hands, and camera could not properly capture it. Properly, it could not be verified that, but so they declared it's hands of God. It's not, the हाथ में लगकर गोल हो गया था. So similarly, we can understand hands of gods through our personal experiences. I'm sure you all also must have had, some terrible or some very good incidents or situation where there was hopelessness and you prayed very intensely, Supreme Lord, and actually the things turned your way. Actually, we forget also. But the thing is, then we were sure, oh my goodness, thank you so much, Prabhu. You really saved me. You all have such experiences personally? Please go raise your hand if you all had ever. And you are real भगवान ने ही कराया. मेरा तो कोई चांस ही नहीं था. There was no chance for me, but you could see the hands of God in that particular situation. Although you could not see God, but you could see hands of God. भगवान का involvement पता चल गया आपको. Very nice. शिवानी माता जी, मनिंदर प्रभु, शॉर्ट में बताइए, what was the situation like?
जी प्रभु, एकदम शॉर्ट में ये है कि कोरोना के दौरान मेरा जब छोटा वाला लड़का होना था, तो गायनों ने कहा कि मैं ऑपरेशन तभी करूंगी जब इसका कोरोना नहीं हो, माने पॉजिटिव नहीं आएगा. तो हम लोग होपलेस हो गए कि ये कैसे हो सकता है, क्योंकि इस समय सभी को कोरोना हो रहा था. तो मैं टेस्ट कराने गया और गायनों साफ साफ बोल दी कि यदि हो गया पॉजिटिव तो मैं नहीं करूंगी ऑपरेशन, आपको रास्ता देखना पड़ेगा. लेकिन उस समय मैं बहुत, माने वो उधर टेस्ट चल रहा था और मैं इधर नरसिंह आरती करके नरसिंह जी से प्रार्थना कर रहा था कि कुछ भी ऐसा ना हो. कि तो ऐसा हुआ कि उसके आगे पीछे 70 लोग थे, सबको कोरोना पॉजिटिव निकला, लेकिन मेरी मिसेस को कोरोना नेगेटिव निकला. और उसी शाम को नरेंद्र मोदी ने भी शाम को ही डिक्लेयर किया कि ऐसा कोई भी गायनो नहीं बोल सकता कि वो ऑपरेशन नहीं करेंगे, उनको बाध्य है ऑपरेशन करने के लिए.
जय जय जय. This you can see hands of God. भगवान भक्त को कैसे रक्षा प्रदान किया. Excellent.
जी
Very
जी
nice.
जी.
Yes, अंकिता माता जी. हाँ, शिवानी माता जी.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु. लास्ट ईयर ही मेरे पापा को अचानक से खांसी में ब्लीडिंग होने लगा था. एंड अब सबको डर लग गया कि कहीं ये टीबी तो नहीं है, क्योंकि उनके फादर को भी था. एंड दैट टाइम मेरे जो गोपाल जी हैं, वो हम लोग का कोई किसी के घर में डेथ हो गया था, तो हमने किसी और को दिया था सेवा के लिए. एंड एवरी टाइम इट हैपेंस दैट व्हेनेवर वी गिव आवर गोपाल जी टू एनीबॉडी, कुछ ना कुछ घर में गड़बड़ होता है. एंड फॉर 3 days my father was coughing and blood was coming out and I became completely hopeless. now अब मैं क्या करूंगी, एक ही तो पापा है, कहाँ से क्या करूंगी. एंड लास्ट नाइट व्हेन आई वाज प्रेसिंग माय फादर्स फीट, तो मैं एक भजन सुन रही थी कि लुक क्या ये लुक्का छुपी बहुत हुई, सामने आ जाना. तो that music I was relating to him. And the very next day I came to know that he is coming. And the day he came, ऐसा कुछ लगा ही नहीं कि कुछ ऐसा हुआ था. एंड दैट डे ओनली माय फादर बिकेम वेल. एंड ऐसा लगा कि घर में पॉजिटिविटी छा गया है. और भी बहुत सारे इंसिडेंट्स है प्रभु घर में, गोपाल जी के माध्यम से होते रहता है. हरे कृष्ण.
यस, गोपाल जी के माध्यम से देखिए, हैंड्स ऑफ गॉड, भगवान का इन्वॉल्वमेंट पता चलता है लेकिन. हरे कृष्ण. यस, वेरी नाइस. यस, शतरूपा माता जी. ओके, आफ्टर दैट राजीव प्रभु लास्ट. बोलिए.
হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভু, প্রণাম প্রভু. ভিডিওটা অফ করে রাখছি, আমার নেটওয়ার্কে মনে হচ্ছে সমস্যা হচ্ছে, সেই জন্য.
Okay, but that is not a good excuse. Be somewhere where there is good network, na. Be somewhere ওই জায়গাটা থাকুন যেখানে ভালো নেটওয়ার্ক, কেউ কেউ ছাদে গিয়ে ক্লাস করে, so that network is good. ভিডিও অন রাখা একটা ক্রাইটেরিয়া. अदरवाइज যারা ভিডিও অন রাখছে তারা ভাববে मैं ही बेवकूफ निकला, बाकी कितना होशियार है सब, अपना वीडियो बंद करके बैठा हुआ है, मैं ही बेवकूफ निकला. ऐसे लगेगा ना लोगों को. हम ही बुद्धू निकला, बाकी कितना इंटेलिजेंस है, अपना वीडियो ऑफ करके बैठे हुए हैं. बोलो.
হ্যাঁ প্রভু, এই যে 20-তে 20 তারিখে যে হিজ হোলিনেস রাধানাথ স্বামী মহারাজ এসছেন প্রভুপাতের বার্থ প্লেসে। আমি 2-3 দিন ধরে ওনার দর্শন করব কিছু না কিছু তে বাধাতে আমি আর করতে পারিনি, কিন্তু টিকিট কেটে বা বিভিন্ন ভাবে। কিন্তু সোমবার আমি বাবার বাড়ি যাই, একটা বাচ্চাকে গান করাতে যাই। আর আমি মনে মনে সকাল থেকেই ভাবছি, ভগবান আজকে কোথায় যেন একটা আছে, তখনও আমি জানি না। এবারে আমি স্কুল থেকে যখন ফিরছি ট্রেনে, তখন আমি হঠাৎ মনে হলো হ্যাঁ আজকেও তো প্রধান স্বামী মহারাজ এখানে আছেন। তো আমি কল্পনা মাতে যে একটু মানে এক শিশুকে ফোন করলাম, শিশাকে। তো যিনি আমার কাছে গান করে, তো উনি বললেন হ্যাঁ এখানে বার্থ প্লেসে এসছে। এবার তখন আমি ডিসিশন নিলাম। আর আমি সকাল থেকে ঘুম থেকে উঠেই বলছি, হে ভগবান আজকে আমার টিউশনই আছে, আমার তো ইচ্ছা নেই এখানে কোথাও একটা প্রভু রাধানাথ স্বামী মহারাজ আসবেন, আমি যেন ওনার দর্শন পাই। কিন্তু আমার প্যাকড আপ, এখান থেকে এখানে যেতে হবে, ওখান থেকে টিউশনই করাতে হবে। কিন্তু আমি মনে মনে ভাবছি যেন ওনারাই বলে যে আজকে করাতে হবে না, এরকম বলা উচিত না, কিন্তু মনে মনে ভাবছি হে ভগবান তুমি একটা ব্যবস্থা করে দাও। আর এরকম মানে এরকম বলি না কখনো, কিন্তু আমি ভাবছি যে এরকম যেন হয়ে যায়। কিন্তু আমি যখন মেট্রো স্টেশনে বসে আছি, তখন আমি ভাবছি যে রাধানাথ স্বামী মহারাজকে দর্শন করে তখন আমি ঠিক অ্যাটেন্ড করে নেবো, কারণ ওদের টাইমের জাস্ট অনেক সময় হয় না বাচ্চাদের। তো আমি ভাবছি যে, আর আমি যখন বসে আছি রাধানাথ স্বামী মহারাজকে দর্শন করে, তখন মানে না না যখন যাব বসে আছি, তখন বলছে যে আজকে তোমাকে না, তুমি কি চলে এসেছো? আমি বলছি না, কিন্তু মানে বলো দিদি। তো বলছে আজকে না মেয়ে করবে না, ওর অনেকগুলো কাজ আছে, তো ওই জন্য তুমি আমি মনে মনে ভাবছি, আমি তো হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে দিদি পরের সপ্তাহে হবে, কিন্তু মনে মনে ভাবছি ভগবানকে বলছি যে ভগবান তুমি শুনে নিয়েছো, ভগবানকে তখন থ্যাংক ইউ বলছি। আর অনেক মানে আমি বুঝতে পারছি কেন ভগবান ছাড়া এটা রেসিপ্রোকেট করার কেউ নেই, কারণ সঙ্গে সঙ্গে মানে আমি সকাল থেকে বলেছি ভগবান তুমি একটা ব্যবস্থা করে দাও, আমি যেন দর্শন করতে পারি কোনোভাবে। তো সেটাই হয়ে গেল কোনোভাবে। তো আমার
Excellent.
খুব
Very
আনন্দ
good.
হয়েছিল।
Hare Krishna. Yes, Rajiv Prabhu.
Prabhu, so I had just joined ISKCON, like came in contact with devotees in 2015 in Bangalore, and I am now also very afraid of dogs. So where I was staying alone. So from Srimad Bhagavatam class, I was coming back. I was very sleepy. So one dog he started chasing me. So I was not able to run also properly. So for few steps I ran and I fell down. And the dog was very huge, full black. And then I gave up. I thought that today I am gone. So he came very close to my face and then he stopped. So the beauty is like after that incident, I just made a decision that no, I'll start living with devotees now because here I'm staying alone. So there Prabhu used to say you are the quickest from first day to base. So in 1 month, like I went to base because of that incident. So that
Okay, so
in
you
one
turned out to be
month.
hands of God. Excellent. Very nice. Okay. So let me read. But one who has purified his mind and senses by practicing Krishna consciousness in devotional service can see him constantly. At every instance, you can feel the presence of God, how he's guiding you, how he wants the right path for you. It is confirmed in Brahma Samhita that a devotee who has developed love for the God, Supreme God, can see him always without cessation. Which shloka? Premanjana Bhakti Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. And it is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita that he can see and understand, he can be seen and understood only by devotional services. Bhaktya Tava Ananya Sakha. So people, the devotees, the pure devotees, or the devotees practicing, even practicing devotees of Lord, they can feel his presence and his involvement in every situation of life. And as we mature in devotional service, this becomes obvious. Sloka number 17, please unmute and please repeat. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktam eva cha sthitam bhutabhatvirchate tajgeyam. Rashishnu Prabhavishnu cha. Although the super soul appears to be divided among all beings, he is never divided. He is situated at one. Although he is the maintainer of every living entity, it is to be understood that he devours and develops all. So, because the super soul is present in all living entities, so it seems what that he is divided. टुकड़ा हो गया. No, ऐसा नहीं है. He is there fully in his spiritual world in Dham, but at the same time, he is individually present in all living entities fully. ऐसा नहीं कि टुकड़ा टुकड़ा हो गया. No. The Lord is situated in everyone's heart as super soul. Does this mean that he has become divided? No. Actually, he's one. The example is given of the sun. The sun at the meridian is situated in its place. But if one goes for 5,000 miles in all direction and asks, where is the sun? Everyone will say that it is shining on his head. But that does it mean that there are many suns? No, there is only one sun, but it can be seen from various other places. Come to the last fifth line. The Vedic hymns confirm that fact that he is the origin of all living entities and the rest of all. Sorry. After creation, everything rests in his omnipotence, and after annihilation, everything again returns to rest in him. Clear till now? These are the confirmations of the Vedic hymns. So after creation, everything rests in his omnipotence. Is this portion clear? So after he creates, he becomes Purushavatar. He creates, maintains, annihilates also. And it is Mai Sarvam Idam Protam Sutre Mani Ganeva. So although he cannot be seen, but everything is resting on him. Yes or no? He is like the thread behind all the pearls. And we know when this annihilation takes place, everybody is merged into Mahavishnu or Karanodaksha Vishnu, isn't it? So after annihilation also, everything returns to rest in him. Okay? Yes. Sloka number 18. Please repeat after me. Unmute and repeat. This will keep you all awake. Jyotisam api tad jyotis. Tamasa paramuchyate. Jnanam geyam jnana gamyam. Hridhi sarvasya vishtitam. Yes, Shivani Mataji, please read. He is
the source of light in all luminous objects.
Sound is not clear. Please sound clarity.
He is the source of light in all luminous objects. He is beyond the darkness of matter and is unmanifested. He is knowledge. He is the object of knowledge and he is the goal of knowledge. He is situated in everyone's heart.
Okay, please go through the translation. Sentence by sentence, please everybody go through the translation. He is the source of light in all luminous objects. So what are the luminous objects? Sun, moon, stars. Not stars actually, but to some extent. Everything is getting light from Brahma Jyoti, and Supreme Lord expands as Brahma Jyoti. He is beyond the darkness of matter and is unmanifested. Yes, Shivani Mataji.
Prabhuji, what and is unmanifested. उसका क्या मतलब होगा?
Can you see God? Can you see God? So he is unmanifested. He's not. He manifests to whom? To his dear ones. For the rest, he is unmanifested. He is knowledge. He is the object of knowledge and he is the goal of knowledge. He is situated in everyone's heart. Yes, Vishwarup Prabhu, purport.
Yes, Prabhu. Purport. The super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead, is the source of light in all luminous objects like the sun, moon, and stars. In the Vedic literature, we find that in the spiritual kingdom, there is no need of sun or moon because the effulgence of the Supreme Lord is there. In the material world, that Brahma Jyoti, the Lord's spiritual effulgence, is covered by the Mahat Tattva. The material elements, therefore, in this material world, we require the assistance of sun, moon, electricity, etc. for light. But in the spiritual world, there is no need of such things. It is clearly stated in the Vedic literature that because of his luminous effulgence, everything is illuminated. It is clear that his situation is not in the material world, he is situated in the spiritual world, which is far, far away in the spiritual sky. That is also confirmed in the Vedic literature.
Pause. That's it. Okay. So he is the source of all luminous object. Okay. Next was that he is knowledge. So come to the next paragraph. His knowledge is transcendental.
His knowledge is transcendental. The Vedic literature confirms that Brahman is concentrated transcendental knowledge. To one who is anxious to be transferred to that spiritual world, knowledge is given by the Supreme Lord, who is situated in everyone's heart.
Pause. Pause. Okay. So all knowledge actually emanates from Supreme Lord, whether it be through Ved Vyas or Lord directly. And also as Paramatma, he is guiding us from inside. That's how he is passing on the knowledge from inside. Later it is written in the translation, he is situated in everyone's heart. Please read the third para.
He is situated in everyone's heart in the as the Supreme Controller. The Supreme has legs and hands distributed everywhere, and this cannot be said of the individual soul. Therefore, that there are two knowers of the field of activity, the individual soul and the super soul, must be admitted.
Pause. So both are Kshetrajna, individual soul and also super soul. Both are knower of activities. But we only know till our self. But the Supreme Lord, he knows about everybody. That's the difference. Text number 19. Iti kshetram tatha jnanam.
Iti kshetram tatha jnanam.
Yeyam choktam samasata.
Yeyam choktam samasata.
Madbhaktayetad vigyaya.
Madbhaktayetad
Madbhavayopapadyate. Yeah, please continue. Translation.
Thus the field of activities, the body, knowledge and the knowable have been summarily described by me. Only my devotees can understand this thoroughly and thus attain to my nature.
So from sloka number 13, please note down, till sloka number 19, Supreme Lord is talking about the objects of knowledge. That is soul, super soul. Okay? Objects of knowledge. Kshetrajna. The two Kshetrajna, soul and super soul. Soul has limitations about knowledge, but super soul is all knowledgeable. Now let's move on. Shloka number 20 to 22, the Lord speaks about Prakriti, Purusha, and their union. Okay? Prakriti is the material world. Purusha, there are two Purushas, the soul and the super soul, and how they interact with each other in the following 7 shlokas, that is 20 to 26. Okay? Shloka number 20. Prakritim Purusham Chaiva.
Prakritim
Prakritim
Purusham
Purusham Bhava
विद्यानादि उभावपि
Vidyanadi
कारांश्च गुणांश्चैव
Vikarams
विद्धि प्रकृति संभवान्.
Vidhi Prakriti Sambhavan.
So I repeat, from 20 to 26, these 7 shlokas, Lord is going to speak about Prakriti and Purusha and their interactions. Yes, Sadrita Mataji, material nature.
nature and the living entities should be understood to be beginningless. Their transformations and the modes of matter are products of material nature.
Please take 15 seconds and read the translation, everybody, slowly. Purport.
By the knowledge given in the chapter, one can understand the body, the fields of activities, and the knower of the body, both the individual soul and supersoul. The body is the field of activity and is composed of material nature. The individual soul that is embodied and enjoying the activities of the body is the Purusha or the living entity. He is one knower and other is the supersoul. Of course, it is to be understood that both the supersoul and the individual entity are different manifestations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The living entity is in the category of his energy, and the supersoul is in the category of his personal expansion.
Okay. The living entity is in the category of his energy. So we are Tatastha Shakti. And the super soul is his personal expansion. Correct? Paramatma is expansion of Lord. Clear, na? Yeah. Mataji, is it hurting your throat reading? Is it fine? Or
Actually, if someone else reads it, is
yeah.
better.
Prabhu, please continue. Both material nature.
Both material nature and the living entity are eternal. That is to say that they existed before the creation.
Bus,
The
pause.
ma-
So both are beginningless. Go to the translation. See, the first sentence is material nature and living entities should be understood to be beginningless. Now come to the next para. Sorry, not next para. Actually, the living entity is the originally towards middle. Actually, the living entity, see towards middle of that para.
Actually, the living entity is originally the spiritual part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. But due to his rebellious nature, he is conditioned within material nature. It really does not matter how these living entities or superior entities of the Supreme Lord have come in contact with material nature. The Supreme Personality of
So
Godhead
initially,
knows.
during creation, Shivani Mataji, all living entities somehow fell from their position and they came into material nature. And by practicing devotional service, they can again go back. And once they go back, there is no question of fall down. I repeat, because many people have misconception that Prabhu, if we go back, then we can again still fall down. No. Tattvadeham punarjana neti mameti swarjuna. So then the question is how we fell down? We fell down at the beginning of the creation. We fell down once, but that's it. Done. So there Prabhupada asks, don't ask why. Rather try to find out a way to go back. Rather than finding out why we fell, क्या हुआ था, मैंने क्या गलती किया था, all that. Continue.
Prabhu,
Yeah.
we fell down during the creation of this universe.
We fell down right at the beginning. Right at the beginning, we fell down. Now, not explicitly it's mentioned why we fell down. Never. Nowhere explicitly it is mentioned. Arey, we were just new, fresh. Why did we fell down? मैंने गलती क्या किया? We were fresh batch. So explicitly, clearly, nowhere it is. And Prabhupada says that there is no point also in finding out why we fell. It's not possible and it's not needed also. What is needed is how do we go back? And once we are back, we don't fall down again. That is confirmed. Because a lot of people have misconception. ठीक है अभी चले गए वापस फिर से गिर सकते हैं क्या? No. Okay, continue, Prabhu.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead knows, however, how and why this actually took place. In the scriptures, the Lord says that those attracted by this material nature are undergoing a hard struggle for existence. But we should know it with certainty from the descriptions of these few verses that all transformations and influences of material nature by the three modes are also productions of material nature. All transformations and variety in respect to living entities are due to the body. As far as spirit is concerned, living entities are all the same.
So all transformations because of the intermingling of the three natures, Rajogun, Satagun, Tamogun. That's why our behaviors change, our eating habits change, and all will come in this particular section of Bhagavad Gita. This chapter 13 to 18 is my favorite because it is a very practical application of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, and this will come very soon. Pratima Mataji.
হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভু প্রভু যারা মানে চলে যায় গোলকে ব্যাক টু গডেড তো তাদের আর ফিরে আসার সম্ভাবনা নেই কিন্তু আমরা আগে জেনেছি যারা আমরা এসছি মানে আমরা ভগবানের সাথে ঈর্ষা করে আমরা এই দুপালায় এসেছি তাহলে ওখানে যেখানে যে গোলকে যাওয়ার জন্য তো ঈর্ষা কোনো জায়গা নেই
that happened right at the beginning. Right at the beginning that happened, we fell down, fine, finished. But it is not that repetitive.
There is no next chance.
হ্যাঁ আমি এটাই বারবার বলতে চাইছি it is not that repeatedly one can fall down. I repeat, হয়ে গেছে. It's not that repeatedly one can fall down and again go back. Again fall down, again purify, go back. No. Once we purify ourselves and go back, finished. There is a misconception. That's why I wanted to clear. অনেক লোকের এটা ভুল ধারণা আছে. That we are a living entity can again fall down, again go back, again fall down. No, it doesn't happen that way. Okay. Sloka number 21. Remember what we are studying. Now the portion deals with material nature, super soul and soul and their interaction. Prakriti and Kshetragya interaction. Karya karana kartritve. Hetu prakriti ruchyate. Purusha sukha dukhanam. Yes, continue.
Translation. Nature is said to be the cause of all material causes and effects, whereas the living entity is the cause of the various sufferings and enjoyments in this world.
Please go through the translation, everybody.
Purport. The different manifestations of body and senses among the living entities are due to material nature. There are 84 lakh different species of life, and these varieties are creations of the material nature. They arise from the different sensual pleasures of the living entity, who thus desires to live in this body or that.
Pause. So all what body we get, it all is because of the different sensual pleasures of the living entity. And accordingly, we get a body. So now come back to the translation. Nature is said to be the cause of material nature, causes and effects, whereas the living entity is the cause of various sufferings and enjoyment. So we are the cause of various suffering and enjoyment because we desire a particular type of sensual pleasure, and accordingly we get that body. We want to desire a particular type of, say, sensual pleasure. For example, eating non-vegetarian, eating flesh. So accordingly, we'll get a body which will be, which will help us to eat flesh. So we'll get a body of a lion, maybe very ferocious body, and then we can attack other animals and eat their flesh. So living entities are the cause of various sufferings and enjoyment in this world. Come to the next shloka, number 22. Remember again, it is all interaction between Prakriti and Purush. Because the living entity is getting entangled in the three modes, accordingly, he is experiencing a desire for different sensual pleasure, and that is resulting in a different kinds of body. Sloka number 22.
So,
Purusha
Prabhu,
Prakriti. हाँ बोलिए.
Prabhu, so can we say like if we want to enjoy nature or Prakriti, then we have to go through suffering.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why the intelligent people, what they do, see, enjoyment, nature will never go, because we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, who is also looking for enjoyment all the time. Supreme Lord is also full of bliss, Anandamayi, he is also looking for enjoyment. That's why he has created living entities. That's why he has expanded into Radharani. Why? Because Akela, he also expanded, first expansion, Srimati Radharani, then of course, another first expansion is Balramji, etc. Various incarnations. Why? Because he also likes variegatedness. Prabhupada writes, variegatedness, Bangali kitchen, bochitrota. Because he likes enjoyment. He also is full of bliss. So we, being part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, we also are looking for enjoyment, happiness. We all are looking for the same. Sloka number 22. Purusha prakriti stho hi. बोलिए.
Purusha
Krishna
Prakriti
Prakriti Stohi,
घूमते प्रकृति जान गुणान.
Bhumte Prakriti
Prakriti Jan Guna,
कारणम गुण संगोस्य
Sangosya,
तदा सद्योनि जन्मशु.
Sadasadyoni
Sadyoni Janmasu.
Please continue. The living entity.
The living entity in material nature thus follows the ways of life, enjoying the three modes of nature. It is due to his association with that material nature, thus he meets with good and evil among various species.
Purport.
Purport. This verse is very important for an understanding of how the living entities transmigrate from one body to another. It is explained in the second chapter that the living entity is transmigrating from one body to another just as one changes dress.
Which shloka? Dress
Dehi
yata.
no asmi.
No. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya.
नवानि गृह्णाति नरपराणि
Tatha shrirani vihaya jirnani. So it is about changing of dress, changing of body. Continue.
This change of dress is due to his attachment to material existence. As long as he is captivated by this false in manifestation, he has to continue transmigrating from one body to another. Due to his desire to lord it over material nature, he is put into such undesirable circumstances. Under the influence of material desire, the entity is born sometimes as a demigod, sometimes as a man, sometimes as a beast, as a bird, as a worm, as an aquatic, as a saintly man, as a bug. This is going on. And in all cases, the living entity thinks himself to be the master of his circumstances. Yet, he is under the influence of material nature.
Hari bol. See, interaction with material nature, soul and interaction with nature. All the time, in all these bodies, he thinks that he is best. He is the master. So we also think we are the masters. Above our human body, there are special human bodies like demigods and all. They also think they are master. Indra thinks he is master. All 84 lakhs feels they are master. Next, shloka number 23. Very, very important shloka. It talks about the activities of Paramatma. Upadrishtanumanta cha
Upadrashtanumantarcha
Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara
Bharta
Bharta
Bhakta
Bhokta
Maheshwara
Maheshwara
Paramatma
Paramatmiti
Paramatmate
Chapipto
Dehi Asmin Purusha Para.
Dehe Asmin Purusha
Para.
Jai Madhav Prabhu. Please read. Yet in this body,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yet in this body there is another, a transcendental enjoyer.
no.
Who is
Sound
the Lord?
quality is not good. You can remove your headphone. Can read directly.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Much better.
Yet in this body there is another, a transcendental enjoyer. Who is the Lord, the supreme proprietor, who exists as the overseer and permitter, and who is known as the super soul.
Okay. So these are the activities of the super soul. Upadrashta. Please read word to word translation. Upadrishta. Please repeat after me. Upadrishta. Overseer.
Overseer.
Anumanta.
Anumanta.
Permitter.
Permitter.
Okay. Overseer means it's like somebody is on the balcony looking down on us. Understood?
Witness.
Like, for example, at times
Eyewitness.
during examination center, in an examination center, you can see at times the teachers and principal, they are on the first floor. And from the balcony, they are seeing all, down. It's like overseer. Upar se dekh rahe hain sab. Similarly, Anumanta means permitter, sanctioner. Okay, chalo, done. Hey Prabhu, I feel like having samosa. And Paramatma says, okay, chalo, done, permitter. Next activity of the super soul, Bharta. Please repeat. Bharta.
Bharta.
Master.
Master.
Bhokta.
Bhokta.
Supreme enjoyer.
Supreme enjoyer.
And Maha Ishvara. That is Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord. So these are the activities, primary activities of the super soul. Is come down to as long as he is conditioned by material energy. Second paragraph towards the end. Please read. As long. Continue.
Second paragraph.
Please see the screen. As long as he is conditioned.
As long as he is conditioned by the material energy, the Supreme Lord, as his friend, the super soul, stays with him just to get him to return to the spiritual energy. The Lord is always eager to take him back to the spiritual energy. But due to his minute independence, the individual entity is continually rejecting the association of spiritual light.
Pause. So this is the second bird, Paramatma, always waiting eagerly when the first bird will look towards me. Kab wo bhakti karega? Continue. This misuse.
This misuse of independence is the cause of his material strife in the conditioned nature. The Lord, therefore, is always giving instruction from within and from without. From without, he gives instructions as stated in Bhagavad Gita.
Okay. Without means bahir, bahar se. Within means andar se. So bahar se Bhagavad Gita, spiritual master. Andar se Paramatma.
And from within, he tries to convince the living entity that his activities in the material field are not conducive to real happiness.
Pause. Understood this sentence? He tries to convince the living entities that his activities in the material field are not conducive to real happiness. Arey, tum jo kaam kar rahe ho, this will give you misery. It is not good for you. Just give it up.
Just give it up and turn your faith towards me. Then you will be happy, he says. Thus, the intelligent person who places his faith in the Paramatma or the Supreme Personality of Godhead begins to advance towards a blissful eternal life of knowledge.
Actually, before coming into ISKCON, this Paramatma, we all actually knew him. I'll give you an example. Many times we say, Amar Vivek manlo na jinishta ke. And I wanted to do that nonsense, but Amar Vivek amke badha dilo. We say that before we came into ISKCON, Amar Vivek badha dilo. In English also, we used to say, my conscience did not allow me to do that. We say, na?
Yes.
But now we know who is that Vivek, who is that conscience. It is nothing but super soul, Paramatma. Andar se, andar se ek pukar aata hai na? No, what you're doing is wrong. You should not do. Say we are copying, we are making chirkut in examination. Okay? And then andar se baat aata hai na, somebody says, what you're doing is not good. Who is that? Who is that person who's saying? It is Paramatma. It is Vivek, conscience, whatever you call it. Come to the shloka number, next shloka number 24. Yo evam vetti purusham.
Yo evam vetti purusham.
Sarvata vartamanopi. न स भूयो अभिजायते
न स
भूयोऽभिजायते।
भूयोऽभिजायते।
Yes, continue. Jai Madhav Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. One who understands this philosophy concerning material nature, the living entity, and the interaction of the modes of nature is sure to attain liberation. He will not take birth here again, regardless of his present position.
Okay. So one who
Purport.
understands the philosophy concerning the material nature, Prakriti, its constitutions, constituents, etc. One who knows about living entity, that is, we are soul, uh, and our interaction with Prakriti. How we get fooled with the three modes of nature of Prakriti, and how our all actions are actually a result of the interaction with the three modes. One who knows all these concepts, that person is never going to take birth again. Yeah. Come to next sloka number 25. ध्याने नाथ मणि पश्यन्ति
ध्यानेनात्मनि पश्यन्ति
केचिदात्मनमात्मना
केचिदात्मनमात्मना
अन्य संख्येन योगेन
अन्यसंख्येन योगेन
योगेन
कर्मयोगेन च परे.
कर्मयोगेन
परे.
Yes, Shubhankar Prabhu, please read the translation.
Some perceive the supersoul within themselves through meditation, others through the cultivation of knowledge, and still other through walking without fruitive desires.
So some perceive super soul within themselves through meditation. That is Gyanis. Gyanis perceive through through yoga and Gyana. The Gyanis, they meditate and they can realize super soul. Similarly, others through the cultivation of knowledge. Sorry, through meditation is the dhyanis, dhyan lagakar. And Gyanis, they too through cultivation of knowledge. And still others through working without fruitive desires. That is, they are the devotees. The devotees without fruitive desires, they are working. They don't have any annabhilashata shunyam. And that's how they realize about Paramatma. So the devotees, they have concepts of both Paramatma, Brahman realization, and of course the Sakar Roop of the Lord, but not vice versa. I repeat, the devotees of the Lord, they have knowledge of both Brahman, Paramatma, both, and also Bhagwan, of course, but not vice versa. Don't think that the Paramatma Wali yogis or the dhyanis, they have knowledge about the Sakar Roop of the Lord. No. Don't think that the Brahmajotis, one who is meditating on the Brahmajotis, the Gyanis or the Mayavadis, they have knowledge about Paramatma or about the Sakar Roop of the Lord. Sakar Roop means person as SPOG, No, they don't have the knowledge. Any question? Okay. Now let's. Which sloka we did? 25 done?
Yes,
Okay. In 25, I have one underlined. This. Please, Shubhankar Prabhu, read about the devotees, those who work without fruitive results. What state it is written about the devotees?
Those who work without fruitive result are also perfect in their attitude. They are given a chance to advance to the platform of devotional service in Krishna consciousness.
So, because they have no desire in their heart, but they are working without any fruitive results, they are pious person. So, what happens? They get elevation into devotional service. Continue.
Here it is started that there are some people who are pure in consciousness and who try to find out the super soul by meditation. And when they discover the super soul within themselves, they become transcendental situated. Similarly, there are others who also try to understand the Supreme Soul by cultivation of knowledge.
That is the
And
Gyanis.
and there are other who cultivate the Hatha Yoga system and who try to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead by childish activities.
That is the yogis or the dhyanis. Dhyan lagata hai, and through Hatha Yoga means the different Patanjali, etc. They try to actually uh, find out about the Supreme Lord. But that's why it's written by childish activities, because it is totally pertaining to the body, not to the soul. Okay? Yeah, please come. So, again, I repeat, now we are coming to the last shloka of the interaction between soul, super soul, and Prakriti. That is the topic which is going on now. Shloka number 26. Annetvavenam ajananta Shrutan yebhyo upasate te api chati tarantyeva Vritam shruti parayana. Please continue, Shubhankar Prabhu.
Again, there are those who, although not conversant in spiritual knowledge, being to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing about him for from others, because of their tendency to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death.
Very well. So there are a few just by oral reception from others, they become devotees. They transcend the path of birth and death. Example would be Rukmini Devi. She used to hear from beginning about the glories of Lord Krishna, and she fell in love with Lord Krishna and wanted to marry him, wanted to accept him as her husband. Similarly, there are others also, just through oral reception, they became devotees, like Sukdev Goswami from oral reception from his spiritual master Narad Muni. Sorry, like Vyasdev from oral reception of his spiritual master Narad Muni, and also Sukdev Goswami through oral reception from his father Sukdev Goswami. Just by hearing, they became, purified. Purport. This verse is particularly applicable to modern society because in modern society there is practically no education in spiritual masters. Some of the people may appear to be atheistic or agnostic or philosophical, but actually there is no knowledge of philosophy. As for the common man, if he is a good soul, then there is a chance for advancement by hearing. This hearing process is very important. Lord Chaitanya, who preached Krishna consciousness in the modern world, gave great stress to hearing, because if the common man simply hears from authoritative sources, he can progress, especially according to Lord Chaitanya, if he hears the transcendental vibration, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It is stated, therefore, that all men should take advantage of hearing from realized soul and gradually become able to understand everything. Okay, so till Shloka 26, we are seeing the interaction between Prakriti and soul and super soul. Now, from Shloka 27 onwards, we are going to see the vision of knowledge, Jnana Chakshu. That is, every living entity we're going to see is a combination of Prakriti and Purusha. So, Prakriti, why? Because we have material elements in our body. And Purusha, why? Because we have some spiritual element which is from the Supreme Lord, that is our soul. So, we are a combination of both Prakriti and Purusha. We, as in the Tathastha Shakti, Jiva. Sloka number 27. Yavat sanjayate kinchet Sthavar janganam Kshetra Kshetragya Samyoga तद्विद्धि भरतर्षभ
तद्विद्धि
O chief of the Bharatas, know that whatever you see in existence, both the moving and non-moving, is only a combination of the field of activities and the knower of the field. Combination of field of activities, that is the body, moving and non-moving. Moving example, animals, birds, reptiles, human beings. Non-moving example, trees. So both Thavar, Jangam, jo bhi hai dono, they are all combination of field of activities, that is body, and the knower of the field, that is Atma, part of the Paramatma. Both material nature and the living entity, which were existing before the creation of the cosmos, are explained in this verse. Whatever is created is but a combination of the living entity and Prakriti, material nature. There are many manifestations like trees, mountains, and hills which are not moving. And now somebody can ask a question, why mountain is written? Actually, in the spiritual world, even mountains, they have life. If you know the story of Govardhan, how I think Pulastha Muni, no? Pulastha Muni brought Govardhan, and then on its way, when it was passing through Vrindavan, Govardhan became very heavy, and Pulastha Muni kept it because he wanted to go to the washroom, Lagu Shankar. And Govardhan said, no, now I want to move from here. So in the spiritual world, even mountains, they could fly. Have you all heard this before? Even mountains had wings. That's why mountains, somebody can question, are mountains kahan se aa gaya? Yes. Rajiv Prabhu?
Prabhu, even in material world, don't we consider mountains as
84 lakh yoni? No. We don't consider in 84 lakh yoni. But in spiritual world, actually earlier mountains, I mean nowadays I don't know, but it's written in scriptures that earlier mountains could fly also. Okay. Like for example, we know that Parvati Devi, she is the daughter of Himalayas. You know that Sati, daughter of Himalaya, no, daughter of Himalaya. So Himalaya is a person. Yeah, he's a personality. Come to shloka number 28. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu
Samam
Samam
sarveshu
sarveshu
bhuteshu
bhuteshu
nishchakam parameshwaram
Nishthakam
Parameshwaram
Parameshwaram
vinasya vinasyantam
Vinashasya Avinashasya
ya pashyati sa pashyati.
Yapashyati Sapashyati.
One who sees the super soul accompanying the individual soul in all bodies. Clear till now? And who understands that neither the soul nor the super soul within the destructible body is ever destroyed, actually sees. Very simple. If you break the sentence and read, it's very simple. So when we look at anybody, Rajiv Prabhu, we see three things: the material body, and we see the super soul inside him. We also see the soul inside him, isn't it? When you saw that dog who was running towards you, you saw the body of the dog, black color. You also you also saw the soul inside the dog, and also super soul living inside the dog. Take that? Okay. And so what is written? And who actually sees all these things? Actually sees means actually unko, he has a divine vision. The last word na actually sees means he actually has divya chakshu. Now please share your experiences for the next 5 minutes. Tell me, like I'll just tell my particular case, then it will make things clear what I'm asking for. Like after coming in ISKCON and after going through few philosophical books, now when I see at times when my transcendental antenna is on, I see people and I see Krishna in them. Does it happen with you all? When I see even animals, I see Krishna present in all. Like earlier, it was very easy to just, I don't know what, say for example, to kill a mosquito. So mosquito is disturbing, just kill it. Very easy. But now, before taking such actions, many antennas, immediately inform me, no, he is a living entity and Paramatma is inside him. Supreme Lord is inside him, and all those things come in my mind. Does it happen for you all? Please share your experience.
Uh, yes, Prabhu. I something changed. Like previously, I had now also I have a nature of pleasing people, thinking कि I am doing great help. So after hearing that Punno Kam can lead to rebirth, and it is not good to do of the Punno Kam is also doing
No, the
going
question
good.
is that do you see Atma Paramatma while dealing with people? Like, for example, I'll give another example. Earlier, if I used to sit in some place and there was a garden, just pluck some flowers and just like that, pluck some trees, pluck some leaves, uproot some plant. I say, but now, oh, no, 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 it will hurt the tree. It will hurt the Atma. This is the body of the Atma, and there is Paramatma on inside. Does these consciousness, these come in your head while dealing with material nature? Pratima Mataji?
হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভু প্রভু আগে জানতাম যে বিড়ালের লোম মানে রাখলে ভীষণ মানে অসুবিধা ব্যাকটেরিয়া হয়, যেটা ভয় ছিল। আমি কোনো বিড়াল ছুতাম না, মানে পছন্দই করতাম না। আমি বিড়াল বিড়াল আমি পছন্দ করতাম না, ক্যাট। তো এখন ইদানিং আমার বাবার মানে বাপের বাড়িতে একটা বিড়াল বাচ্চা দিয়েছে, অন্য রাস্তার বিড়াল, সে এসে বাড়িতে বাচ্চা দিয়েছে। তো সেই বাচ্চাটা আমাদের বাড়িতেই আছে এখন, এবং এখন আমার ওকে ছুতে গেলে আর ওটা মনে হয় যেটা ছুতে নিয়ে দিচ্ছি দেওয়া হবে, মনে না থাক ওটা তোকে হবো না, বসতে আছে থাক।
Very good. Yeah, similarly, I also earlier, when I used to see dogs, बचपन से, I had 36 का आंकड़ा, तो बचपन में सुना था कि, if a dog touches you, then you should সবস্ত্রে গঙ্গা স্নান করা উচিত, শাস্ত্রে দেওয়া আছে. It's so inauspicious. So as a child, when we used to pass through some puppies lying on the street and just kick them, even I did. Even I'll tell you what, a lot of small children unconsciously they kill ants. Maybe many of us have also done. I say, as a child, just, গরমের ছুটি চলছে, সামনে দিয়ে পিঁপড়ের লাইন চলে যাচ্ছে, বসে বসে কোনো টাইম পাস হচ্ছে না, এমনি এই করে মেরে মেরে such a small thing, insignificant thing. People actually do this, what I'm saying. Children actually do this.
Prabhuji, I used to do.
I used to do also, maybe. I don't remember. But my point is, now that we know Atma, Paramatma, we know the value of life. We will not do now. After coming into Krishna consciousness, after getting this knowledge of Atma, Paramatma, Prakriti, etc., at least I'm sure we will think twice. Even while hurting somebody, even if somebody is wrong, but while hurting that person, we'll also think twice whether we should do it or not, whether it will be right or wrong. A lot of things now come. Earlier it was just who cares, but now it's not who cares. Now we care for every action of ours. Let's move on to sloka number 29, correct?
29.
Samam pashyam hi sarvatra
Shamam Pachan
samavasthitam ishwaram
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 nahi nasti atmanatmanam
Atmanam
tato yati param gatim.
Tato
Tato
yati
yati
param
param
gatim.
gatim.
Yes, Shatrupa Mataji, one who sees. Sorry, Shalini Mataji, Shatrupa Mataji পড়বেন? One who sees the super soul. Okay, Shalini Mataji, continue. One who sees the super soul.
One who sees the super soul equally present everywhere in every living being does not degrade himself by his mind. Thus, he approaches the transcendental destination.
To report.
The living entity, by accepting his material existence, has become situated differently than in his spiritual existence. But if one understands that the Supreme is situated in his Paramatma manifestation everywhere, that is, if one can see the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in every living being, he does not degrade himself by a destructive mentality, and he therefore gradually advances to the spiritual world.
Haribol,
The-
that same thing, destructive mentality. He will not go killing people, go on, attending wars. No, things will change. Like what happened to, I think, Lord Buddha, after he attained self-attainment, self-realization. Things changed for him. It comes in his biography, Lord Buddha. Mm. Similarly, what happened to Mrigari? Mrigari was so ruthless. He used to kill animals half, adhamara. And Narad Muni was passing through the jungle. He saw that somebody has killed mercilessly. These not killed also. It's like adhamara. आधा मार के छोड़ दिया. एंड हिंदी में बोलता है सब पशु हाथ पैर पीट रहा है. हाथ पैर पीट रहा मीन्स दे आर बैटलिंग विद डेथ. And Narad Muni thought, oh my goodness, who the hell is this person who has done this? And then Mrigari came proudly. I have done this. My father also used to do this. So proudly he was saying. Then Narad Muni asked him, why you do all this? Then there's famous shloka of Mrigari. You all must by heart for Prachar. Mrigari replied, अधमरा जीव जब थर फर करे तभी तो आनंद मोर बाहिर अंतरे. अधमरा जीव जब थर फर करे, you understand? थर फर करे तभी तो आनंद मोर बाहिर. I feel extremely happy when I see people अधमरा जीवा battling for death.
छटपट
Catford karta, yes. And that same Rigari, how he changed after Narad Muni gave him Hare Krishna Mahamantra. After a few years, Narad Muni was again traveling through that jungle. And when he again met Rigari, but now he has become a saint. And Rigari was walking very attentively. Why?
Not to kill any ants or any other.
कोई
So
wrong है खेती ना मत
how he has changed. From killing half those animals, now he is also careful about not killing even one ant. Even we don't do that. Do we walk attentively so that we don't kill any ants? No, even we don't do that. But Mrigari used to do that. So you just see the transformation. That is what it's written in this shloka. One who sees the super soul equally present everywhere in every living entity does not degrade himself by his mind. Degrade nahi hota hai. In purport, it is written destructive mentality. He does not degrade himself by a destructive mentality. ये नहीं हो पाएगा व्यक्ति का. प्रकृतेव च कर्माणि
प्रकृतिव च कर्माणि
क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः
क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः
य पश्यति तथात्मानं
यत्
य पश्यति
पश्यति तथात्मानं
अकर्तारं स पश्यति.
अकर्तारं स पश्यति.
Yes, Prahlad Narsinga Prabhu, you want to read? Abhishek Prabhu?
जी प्रभु जी, मैं one who can see that all the activities are performed by the body, which is created of material nature, and sees that the self does nothing, actually sees.
Purport?
Purport: this body is made by material nature and under the direction of the super soul, and whatever activities are going on in respect to one's body are not his doing. Whatever one is supposed to do, either for happiness or for distress, one is forced to do because of the bodily constitution.
Pause.
The
So
self.
somebody who has murdered. So a devotee can see, Bichara, his soul is pure, but his body has come in contact with Tamagun, Prakriti, and he has done this Jaganna Karya. है ना? Devotee will see like that. Yeah. Continue. The self, however.
The self, however, is outside all the bodily activities.
All
This
these
body,
bodily activities.
all these bodily activities. This body is given according to one's past desires. To fulfill desires, one is given the body with which he acts accordingly. Practically speaking, the body is a machine designed by the Supreme Lord.
to fulfill desires. Because of desires, one is put into difficult circumstances to suffer or to enjoy. This transcendental vision of the living entity, when developed, makes one separate from bodily activities. One who has such a vision is an actual seer.
Similarly, one who is actual seer, one who can see all these. That's why it is said that when a person becomes a devotee, the world appears black and white to him. You understand black and white? What is to be done, what is not to be done, what is good, what is bad, everything becomes crystal clear for a devotee. Sloka number 31. Yada bhuta prithak bhavam
यदा
यदा भूता
पृथग्भावम्
पृथग्भावम्
ekastam pashyati
एकम्
एकं
पश्यति
पश्यति
tata eva cha vistaram
तत
तत
एव
एव
च
च
विस्तारं
विस्तारं
brahma sampadyate tada.
ब्रह्म सम्पाद्यते
सम्पाद्यते
तदा।
तदा।
Please continue, Prabhu.
When a sensible man ceases to see different identities due to a different material bodies and he sees how beings are expanded everywhere, he attains to the Brahman conception.
Please go through the translation, everybody, 15 seconds. Here we are talking about sensible man, means a devotee. Ceases to see different identities due to different bodies. Because he's seeing the soul only, na? Purport, Prabhu.
Purport: when one can see that the various bodies of living entities arise due to a different desires of the individual soul and do not actually belong to the soul itself, one actually sees.
Pause. So when you see lower bodies, say you see dog, cats, you know that I have also gone through this body once. You know? I have also gone through this body, and there is a soul inside that body. And that soul is just like myself. I'm also a soul, and this there's also a soul inside this lower body. So this is like having a spiritual vision, and that's why that person is the actual seer. Actual seer means one who has divya chakshu. Continue.
In the material conception of life, we find someone a demigod, someone a human being, a dog, a cat, etc. This is material vision, not actual vision. This material differentiation is due to a material conception of life. After the destruction of the material body, the spirit soul is one. The spirit soul, due to contact with material nature, gets different types of bodies. When one can see this, he attains spiritual vision, thus being freed from differentiations like man, animal, big, low, etc. One becomes purified in his consciousness and able to develop Krishna consciousness in his spiritual identity. How he then sees things will be expanded in the next verse.
How a devotee sees things. Very next, very important verse, number 32. Anaditvam nirgunatvat
अनादित्वं
अनादित्वं
निर्गुणात्वात्
निर्गुणत्वात्
paramatmayamavyaya
परमात्मयमव्यया
sharirasthopi kaunteya
शरीरस्थोऽपि
शरीरस्थोऽपि
कौन्तेय
कौन्तेय
na karoti na lipyate.
न
न
करोति
करोति
न
न
लिप्यते।
लिप्यते।
Okay, next. Yes, Shaturupa Mataji, please follow.
Those with the vision of eternity can see that the imperishable soul is transcendental, eternal, and beyond the modes of nature, despite
Pause.
contact.
Please see everybody. The transcendent imperishable soul. Soul is imperishable, correct? Is transcendental. It is spiritual because it's part of the Supreme Lord. It is eternal because Lord is also eternal. Super soul is also eternal. Soul is also eternal. And beyond the modes of nature. The soul has nothing to do with modes of nature. It is only because in contact with the body, all these things happen. Rajagun, Satagun, Tamogun. Otherwise, soul is pure. It has nothing to do with modes of nature. Continue, Mataji.
Despite contact with the material body, O Arjuna, the soul neither does anything nor is entangled.
So body gets entangled, But unfortunately, the soul is inside the body. So, can't help it. Purport?
Living entity appears to be born because of the birth of the material body, but actually the living entity is eternal. He is not born, and in spite of his being situated in a material body, he is transcendental and eternal. Thus, he cannot be destroyed. By nature, he is full of bliss. He does not
All this he is referring to the soul, right? Continue. He does not.
he does not engage himself in any material activities. Therefore, the activities performed due to his contact with material bodies do not entangle him.
So actually, all are result of the body. But remember, you cannot give this excuse after killing a man. You cannot say, I am soul. I did not do it. I am pure. All was done by this Panchabhut body. So don't punish me. He'll also say, the police will also say, no, I'll punish the Panchabhut body now. Yeah. Come to the next shloka number 33. Yatha sarvagatam sokshmyat. बोलिए.
यथा सर्वगतं
आकाशं नोपलिप्यते
आकाशं नोपलिप्यते
सर्वत्र वस्थितो देहे
सर्वत्र वस्थितो देहे
तथात्मानोपलिप्यते.
तथात्मानोपलिप्यते.
Please continue. Please continue, Mataji. बोलो. हाँ बोलो.
প্রভুজি আমি পড়বো.
हाँ continue करो. The
sky due to its subtle nature does not mix with anything, although it is all pervading. Similarly, the soul situated in Brahman vision does not mix with the body, though situated in that body.
So the soul has nothing to do with the activities of the body, of the material body. But although it is situated inside the body, it has nothing to do with the activities. Continue. The air
Enters into water, mud, stool, and whatever else is there. Still, it does not mix with anything. Similarly, the living entity, even though situated in varieties of bodies, is aloof from them due to his subtle nature. Therefore, it is impossible to see with the material eyes how the living entity is in contact with this body and how he is out of it after the destruction of the body. No one in science can ascertain this.
Ascertain this means about the soul. Clear? Any question? Shatrupa Mataji? Oh, sorry. Your hand is raised. Okay. Sloka number 34. Yatha prakasasyatya
यथा प्रकाशति एक
Krishnam lokam imam ravi
कृष्णं लोकम् इमं रवि
Kshetram Kshetri tatha Krishnam
क्षेत्रं क्षेत्री तथा कृष्णं
Prakashayati Bharata.
प्रकाशयति भारत.
Please continue.
O son of Bharata, as the sun alone illuminates all the universe, so does the living entity, one within the body, illuminate the entire body by consciousness.
So when the soul is there, prana is there, life is there in the body. That's why it is called illuminate. It's like illuminating our body, our existence. But with the absence of the soul, the body is dead and nothing else, dead matter. Come to the next shloka number 35. Kshetra kshetragyayorevam antaram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye vidur yanti te param.
Ye vidur yanti param.
Those who see with eyes of knowledge the difference between the body and the knower of the body, and can also understand the process of liberation from bondage in material nature, attain to the supreme goal.
Is he correct? So those who know about the soul, about the body, and also knows how to what is the process of attaining to the supreme goal, that is going back to Godhead. So he can attain the supreme goal. Purport. Come to this
The
second para of the purport. Second para. A faithful person.
a faithful person should at first have some good association to hear of God and thus gradually become enlightened. If one accepts a spiritual master, one can learn to distinguish between matter and spirit, and that becomes the stepping stone for further spiritual realization. A spiritual master, by various instructions, teaches his students to get free from the material concept of life. For instance, in Bhagavad Gita, we find Krishna instructing Arjuna to free him from materialistic considerations.
Hare Krishna. So it's very important for having such a vision that we come across good association, good spiritual association, including our spiritual master. Any question till now? Come to the last para. Here, this one who can see the constitution of the whole material manifestation.
One can understand that his body is matter.
No, no, no,
It can
no, no,
be
no, 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 no. Six lines after that. One who can see
one who can see the constitution of the whole material manifestation as this combination of the soul and material elements, and can also see the situation of the supreme soul, becomes eligible for transfer to the spiritual world.
now
These
listen very
things,
carefully. Now everybody listen very carefully.
these things are meant for contemplation of and for realization, and one should have a complete understanding of this chapter with the help of the spiritual master.
So one should have a complete understanding of this chapter means of Paramatma, Atma, material, Prakriti, material nature. These things should be perfectly clear. And their interaction. Remember, 24 elements and their interaction amongst themselves. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta Purport 13th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita in the matter of nature, the enjoyer and consciousness. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shatrupa Mataji, please, Sadhrita Mataji, please screen share the memory shlokas. Let us run through them quickly. Anybody has any question regarding Prakriti, Kshetra, Kshetragyor? Next class on Friday, very, very interesting chapter, 3 modes of material nature. Very, very interesting, practical application of Bhagavad Gita. Now, from chapter 14 onwards, extremely interesting, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Especially 14, 15, 16. So, we have a few memory shlokas to learn in this from 13 to 18. Please, I request again, devotees with pending shlokas, kindly try to submit this week. Have the this one coordinator given any examination date? Kalendipati Brajesh Prabhu, has he given any examination date for pendings?
For pending people, 15th
15th of
May.
May. 15th of May. My goodness.
हाँ 15th April तो चला गया.
15th April or 15th May?
15 May.
Okay, so long time. You'll have a lot of.
প্রভু আমাদের কবে হবে মানে থার্ড ইউনিটটা কোন ডেটে
পরীক্ষা
পরীক্ষা ক্লোজ বুক
দেওয়া আছে না ওই ওটার মধ্যে, টেবিলের মধ্যে দেওয়া ছিল বোধহয়।
এক্সামে এটা নেই হলে
নেই না? আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। উনি দেখছেন এগুলো, কালিন্দীপতি ব্রজেশবাবু কবে পরীক্ষা, উনি সব দেখছেন। বিকজ অনেকগুলো ক্লাস চলছে রে, উনি স্কেডিউল গুলো সব বানান। প্যারালালি অনেকগুলো ক্লাস চলছে, 3টে আরো ক্লাস চলছে। হ্যাঁ শিবানী মাতাজি।
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Since I was unable to give the second unit because I was outside West Bengal, तो जैसे माता जी बोल रही है कि it will be held on 15th May.
I don't know.
तो
I don't know. माताजी बोल रहे हैं, but I would suggest cross check with Kalindipati Brajesh Prabhu, number one. Number two, also you can request him. If you are ready to give exam, you can request him because he is most of the days in the temple in CDC hall because other classes are also going on. So what I always suggest to devotees, please check with him that प्रभु जी मैं बैठ के एग्जाम दे दूंगा पीछे बैठ के. Let the class go on in CDC hall. If you all have no problem, then you all can request him to give some date. When classes are going on, you all sit behind and give your exam.
ओके प्रभु।
Can
प्रभु
request.
जी उनका क्या ग्रुप में कांटेक्ट नंबर है, मतलब भक्ति
Yes,
शास्त्री का
yes,
जो?
yes, yes, he is there in Kaushik Das. His name is
Kaushik Das.
Kalindi
Okay,
Kaushik Das.
okay प्रभु, okay, okay. Thank you so much प्रभु।
All of you all, rather I would suggest एक जन बोलने से उनको दिक्कत हो जाएगा। Whatever pending से, अगर 2-3 जन का pending है, आप लोग एक साथ मिलके बोलो प्रभु जी can we come on Tuesday morning, he is there, evening also he is there, morning he is there for Hindi class, evening he is there for music class and other Bhakti Shastri classes. So you can say that we will sit behind, we will give exams. हम लोग चारों हैं, pending है, सब कर लेंगे. Again I request, remember very importantly that people with pending exams, ना pending अच्छा होगा ना आने वाला एग्जाम अच्छा होगा, बिकॉज पेंडिंग के चक्कर में यही प्रॉब्लम होता है. वी हैव सीन थ्रू एक्सपीरियंस both things gets ruined, the old exams which are pending and also the coming ones. So the intelligent devotee would immediately try to clear the pendings immediately, and so that he has a peaceful mind and he can study and give exams for the coming ones. Bhagavad Gita, please, Pratima Mataji, read shloka 13.22.
भगवद गीता 13.22 पुरुषा प्रकृतिस्थ हि भोक्ते प्रकृति जान गुणान कारणं गुण संगहस्य सद योनि जन्मसु.
Yes, Shubhankar Prabhu, 13.22. Sorry, next shloka, sorry.
श्लोक 13.23 उपदेष्टानुमन्ता च भारत भोक्ता महेश्वरा परम में परम नास्ति चाप्युक्तो देहिस्मिन् पुरुषा परः.
Wait, সাধুতা মাতাজি. ওকে, ভর্তা ভোক্তা মহেশ্বরা, এটাতে বোঝা যাচ্ছে পড়াশোনা হচ্ছে না, মেমরি শ্লোকা. So give some time to memory shloka. I have also sent the audio, please hear. And এই pronunciation তো স্টার্টিং এই pronunciation দিয়ে তো শুরু করতে হবে. উপদ্রষ্টানুমন্তর চ ভর্তা ভোক্তা মহেশ্বরা পরমাত্মেতি চাপ্যুক্তো দেহস্মিন পুরুষা পরা. Yes, next. Please, every day, I can repeat 5 times, read the shlokas, that is the prescription, and 5 times hear the audio. All together, it will not take more than 15 minutes. Shloka number, next shloka, Mataji. Yes, Jai Mata Prabhu. Bhagavad Gita, boliye, 14 point.
Yes, Prabhu. Bhagavad Gita 14.26. Mam cha yo abhyavicharina bhakti yogena sevate sagunam samatityan brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
Very nice. Vishwarup Prabhu, next.
Bhagavad Gita Shloka 15.7. Mama
15.15. Look at the screen, look at the screen.
প্রভু 7 আছে 15.7 আমাদের সিটটাতে
আচ্ছা,
দেওয়া আছে
ওকে, মিশে হয়ে গেছে. ওকে, Vishwarup Prabhu, read 15.7.
Mama evanso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana
নিচে সাধুতা মাতাজি, নিচে এর পরেরটা.
मानसस्थान निन्द्रियानि प्रकृति स्थानि कर्षति.
Okay, now the pronunciation is like mamaiva. ठीक है. mamaiva amsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. मन षष्ठानि इंद्रियानि, मन जो है ये 6 नंबर इंद्रिय, षष्ठ मीन्स 6, 6th इंद्रियानि, ओके, मन शस्त्र इंद्रिया, शस्त्रानि इंद्रियानि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति। फिर से बोलिए विश्वनाथ प्रभु। ममैवयंसो जीवलोके।
ममैवंसो जीवलोके जीवभूता सनातना मनाषष्ठानि मम मनाषष्ठानि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति।
Excellent, very nice. Mana Shasthani Indriyani. Mind is the 6th Indriya, senses. Sense. Yes. Come to the next one. Mataji Upar. Yes. Yes, Shubhankar Prabhu. Shivani Mataji.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो
No, 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 no.
मत्तस्मृति।
No, in tune. Sarvasya Chaham.
ओके प्रभु। सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानम् अपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहम् एव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत् वेदविद् एव चाहम्।
Very nice. Next, Shubhankar Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita 18.54 ब्रह्मभूत प्रसन्न आत्मा न शोचति न कांक्षति समा सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद भक्तिं लभते परम।
Very good. Abhijit Prabhu, next. शत्रुपा माताजी, भक्त्या भगवत गीता
প্রভু শোনা হয়নি।
দেখে দেখে বলুন, আপনি তো স্ক্রিনে দেখছেন। ভগবত গীতা 18.55
ভক্তা মাম অভিজানাতি যাবন যশ্চাস্মি তত্ততঃ ততঃ মাম তত্ততঃ জ্ঞাতা विशते तदनन्तरम्।
Excellent, very nice. Next, Shalini Mataji.
मन्मना भव 18.65 मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मज्जाजी मम नमस्कुरु मामिषाश्री सत्यन्त प्रतिज्ञान प्रिय अस्मि मे।
Very nice, very good. Oh, there's one more. Yes, who's left? Manidhar Prabhu. Who else is left? Please read. Read. Rajiv Prabhu.
सर्वधर्मान् परित्याज मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः।
Excellent, very nice. Okay, so please go through the memory shlokas. This carries around 15 percentile, I think, marks. And this is a good scoring opportunity because you just have to mug up and just say. And a lot of people scores 15 on 15, 100% on this. Thank you all very much. See you all on Friday. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Yes, Shastri bolun. Anybody has any feedback, comment? Please, this is the time. Otherwise, others can leave. Shastri Mataji bolun.
প্রভু এই যে এখানে তো যে মেমোরি শ্লোকাটা বাংলায় আছে ওখানে 18.66টা তো দেখছি না, মানে ওটা পড়তে হবে?
হ্যাঁ ওটা মেমোরিতে আছে তো 18.66 very important shloka. Anybody has any other question, feedback, comment? Pratima Mataji. Okay, chalo, thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
सादर प्रणाम।